Hi, so this week's critical thinking exercise, we were supposed to pick one of the ways in which we pursue power and some of the faults with critical thinking, where the pitfalls lie. And so I decided to focus on key idea number 9, which is we often pursue power through dominating or submissive behavior. And then the exercise in there was to find when you feel like you use dominating behavior and when you tend to use submissive behavior in order to control the situation. So I think it's pretty easy to, pick out when people are using dominating behavior. And myself, I am not typically a controlling person or a dominating person, except for I think when it comes to my kids, and I think even as adults I tend to want to be their parent and control what they do, and I don't save them from themselves, and I don't tend to want them to allow them to make mistakes. So I do want to dominate them and kind of bully them to the right direction. So most other relationships in my life, I tend to be, it doesn't matter to me if I have control of in most other areas of my life other than control over myself. So an example of submissive behavior, I think, would be, I think a lot of marriages, and they did talk about the male-female, dynamic in dominance and submissive, traditionally that's how those roles work. I can see where there's a lot of people I know that can control a situation by being submissive way better than being dominant. So if there's a dominant person or an angry person that's, coming at you and you don't know how to control the situation, by being submissive and not giving them what they want, not fighting back, that type of thing, you are controlling the situation in that fashion. So I can see, that being used within a marriage or within, emotional relationships to some extent. And so, again, in dealing, I think, in being able to figure out yourself, if you're using those particular tactics, is it doing you any good? Is it helping? Does it, help resolve the situation by using those tactics? You kind of have to decide for yourself. But I tend to agree that it is faulty thinking to think that being a bully or being angry and domineering, or on the other hand, trying to, just completely ignoring a situation and hoping it'll go away. Neither one of those, typically solve the problem. So anyway, that was my thoughts for this week. So thanks.